Apex fans all across the globe just got some very interesting news. Not only is a new organization stepping in to do some amazing things, but we've got some controversies that came about it as well. One of the bigger stories regarding Apex in the last couple of months, to say the least, also got an update for the quality assurance team for EA for Respawn and Apex Legends specifically, and an update that came out finally fixing something you guys all have asked for. If you guys want to stay up to date with all things inside of the world of Apex Legends news, then of course like the video and subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into what's happening right now. Firstly, if you guys did not see it, shortly after I released my video yesterday, we got an update from Respawn themselves saying that they had rolled out an update to fix an issue causing the breakout challenges to lose progress. Obviously, you guys have probably been updated on this already at this point. Many other news outlets out there, even my TikToks and YouTube shorts as well. They said we fully completed all Seer challenges and also Fuse challenges and the Rampart challenges for the impacted players. Make sure to update your game and you should be good to go. But the additional fixes in this patch include caustic no longer getting slowed by enemy caustic gas, end rings no longer be placing on lava on World's Edge, and then invisible walls on Broken Moon on Switch have also now been removed as well. So a nice little patch that I think we definitely all needed, and let's just say this one was met with at least a little bit less controversy because finally it didn't break another part of the game whenever they actually implemented this fix. So let me know if you guys have still had issues with your breakout challenges or if they are finally being fixed. Also, sadly, we do got some bad news to make mention of in today's video. EA has now reportedly shut down the Apex Legends United Kingdom Quality Assurance Office, laying off about 40 contractors this week. This is coming from Insider Gaming, and matter of fact, this is not the first time that it's happened. A couple of months ago, you may remember this video that we made as Respawn laid off many quality assurance team members, and we even had, you remember, the social media manager Alex, who had been a part of this game since like the dawn of time. Unfortunately, she was laid off as well, and just a lot of layoffs continuously going on. We thought maybe we were at the end of it. Maybe Apex wouldn't be such a big deal. Finally, you know, they did actually make an Apex move, and they did lay off some people with Apex, and they're still doing the same thing, shutting down the Apex Legends United Kingdom Quality Assurance Office, unfortunately. And they say it was actually about 50 people affected over on Reddit. But you did have a comment I thought was interesting and actually ratioed the initial post. So I know a lot of people seem to agree with this, with a quote saying, all right, well, we'll give everyone free 8 Apex packs, but that means we have to lay off a bunch of people now. But others had made a really good point saying, hey, EA, maybe laying off the people assuring the quality of the game after the tournament hack, losing all of our data, and then the tone deaf $360 event isn't the best idea. And let's just say EA making these layoffs are definitely not met with a lot of people being receptive to them. A lot of people are criticizing, a lot of people are shaming and saying that this is not the direction that EA needs to be going. And of course, there's a lot of reason as to why they feel that way. Oh, on the other hand, this is where things get really mixy. There is some good news, I guess, coming into the scene. It just depends on how you look at it and where your thought process is with a lot of these people that have an opinion on it. If you guys did not see my tweet earlier this morning, I said, as anticipated, Apex has announced for the Esports World Cup in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and it's about to get fun. Now, I actually did make mention of this over on my article a couple of weeks back. We had leaks and we had sources tell us that we were going to Riyadh and that Apex had not officially been announced yet, but it was going in that direction. Now, it did get announced today. Of course, you see the official tweet here now, Esports World Cup. What was very interesting is not only what this Esports World Cup is going to consist of and how big of a deal it is, but the backlash that's come after it. So the Esports World Cup is set to be so big that even Cristiano Ronaldo had made a tweet about a year ago saying it was an honor to meet again with His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and great to be a part of this panel today discussing the future of esports and the launch of the first ever Esports World Cup that will be held in Saudi Arabia next year. The article had said, while the exact numbers were not disclosed, the event will be run by the Esports World Cup Foundation, which is a new government-founded nonprofit organization. The Esports World Cup is the natural next step in Saudi Arabia's journey to become the premier global hub for gaming and esports, offering an unmatched esports experience that pushes the boundaries of the industry, bin Salman said. He also said the competition will will enhance our progress towards realizing the vision of 2030 objectives of diversifying the economy, growing the tourism sector, creating new jobs in various industries, and providing world-class entertainment for citizens, residents, and visitors alike. Now, we'll be discussing this a little bit more over on the ALGS channel about how this actually might affect Apex and which players might get invited, which teams might get involved. Long story short, it sounds like their actual ALGS performance might have some impact here. So at the bottom of the article, they said that the Esports World Cup is expected to be a part of the Vision 2030 initiative and is likely to contribute 13.3 billion to the GDP of the nation and create 39,000 new job opportunities. And I'll just tell you, I've heard, even at the top of the article, it basically says the Esports World Cup will replace Gamers 8, the Saudi Arabia Esports Federation $45 million festival in Riyadh. So this is going to be on the level, if not maybe even a little bit better than the actual EA tournament itself, which is kind of sad to just think that there is a totally unrelated organization getting involved and they're outdoing the actual developers of the game or the publisher of the game. And what's crazy is that obviously if this is a success and we start to treat this just as important as the Olympics or just as important as the World Cup is, then you're going to see how important this really becomes in all of our lives. We're going to look forward to this, what, every 4 years, I guess, if they decide to do it that way, maybe every year, 2 years, I don't know. But you guys know how big the World Cup is and you know how big of a deal it is for everyone across the globe. Now, how much more will this be for us gamers out there? The interesting conversation, like I said, was the backlash and how will publishers and developers alike actually respond to it. You see, Apex has a very strong public stance on almost all social issues, and so do Saudi Arabia, but it's the complete opposite. They really disagree with most every single viewpoint that they have. And so under my tweet, I had a lot of people starting to get upset, and then even an ALGS caster had basically brought this conversation up as well. And he said this: wow, this is going to cause some discussion in Saudi Arabia, where being LGBT is more challenging than other countries, to put it lightly. EA and Respawn must be backing for it to run. Then he says what many of us were thinking as well. Well, EA and Respawn are normally supporting it, even having in-game legends involved as well. So money versus morals is about to be a topic. That is a very good point. It brings a whole new light to my tweet when I said things are about to get fun, not just for the sake of the World Cup. I can't wait to watch and see how these other countries do, which, by the way, like he followed up to say, I'm assuming World Cup implies country versus country. I'll be honest, if it's a World Cup, it's going to be really weird if you have like someone who's Canadian playing on an American team. I think it'd be really cool to watch some of these big esport organizations mix each other's teams because they have to make sure they're actually with the same country. If you watch my ALGS channel, you'll know how excited I am to watch Team Mexico, if that's what's going to be, because Legacy is one of my favorite teams in the ALGS. But anyways, the action is going to be so much fun to watch. I cannot wait to see this happen. It's going to bring some great content and a lot of esport excitement as well. But interested to see what you guys have to say about the whole drama section that gets involved here. Seems like most people are excited, but a lot of people are not too fond of it. Let me know what you guys think about all the topics mentioned in today's video down in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with all things going on in the world side of Apex Legends news. And until the next time, we'll see you all later, Gators.